Good evening, friends, and I'm on live today because this is a prayer live, a live to wishing good health for my very beloved Baba Ya, and I am very optimistic that I'm very positive that you'll recover soon, and again you will sing, dance, play, bike, ride, make joyous sounds, and again you'll have a good time with your girlfriend. And basically celestial selves is the name is given because I will recite some English poems on some good hopes, positivity, love, affair, and every positive thing to bring the positive power centered to my very beloved Riku. I hope he's my side, and I hope that he will recover very soon and he will see the lovely face of the world again, and I wish him a very quick recovery. And I must say that I love you so much, Baba Ya, and again you will play. I'm sure, and in this time I am promising that I will play cricket with you, and I'll practice some tricks of taekwondo with you. And you are not only my little prince, but also you are the friend, the colleague, and thank you very much for being so patient and showing perseverance to be focused during this tough time. And every tough time comes and goes, but what left behind is the perseverance, the power to cope up with critical situation that makes us different from other persons, and that really distinguishes between who we are and how can we come up with solution when we seems that there is no solution at all. So I'll start with one of the famous poem, and I hope that all of you read the Bangla version of this poem. Shuno ma amina রেখে দে রে চল, এরকম একটা কবিতা ছিল যে that depicts the in class 3 or 5. So I'm reciting this poem first, the one of the famous poem, The Sands of D, written by Charles Kingsley. The Sands of D, Charles Kingsley. Oh, Mary, go and call the kettle home, and call the kettle home, and call the kettle home. Across the sands of D, the western wind was wild and dank with foam, and all alone went she. Across the sands of D. The western tide crept up along the sand and over the sand and round the sand as far as I could see. The rolling mist came down and did the land, and never home came she. As far as I could see. Oh, is it weed or fish are floating here? A tress of golden hair, a drowned maiden's hair, above the nets at sea. Was never salmon yet that shone so fair among the stakes of tea, above the nets at sea. They rode her in across the rolling foam, the cruel crawling foam, the cruel hungry foam, to her grave beside the sea. But still the boatman hear her call the cattle home across the sands of Dee, to her grave beside the sea. Across the sand of sea, of Dee, and all alone went she. So this is one of the English literature's famous poem, and it's a poem that touches our heart very much, and we can feel the pain of a father or a master. I think it must be a father who is missing his daughter, who saw her going to the beach or going to the seashore to bring the cattle home, and she never came back. Now this poem is dedicated to Rikho Devnarayan Rai Chaudhuri, the prince, the little strong man. I love you so much. Two blossoms. You are a blossom. Two blossoms by Robert Herrick. Fair pledges of a fruitful tree, why do ye fall so fast? Your date is not so past, but you may stay yet here a while, to blush and gently smile, and go at last. What were ye born to be? An hour of our heart's delight, and so to bid good night? 'Twas pity nature brought ye forth, merely to show your worth, and lose you quiet. But you are lovely leaves, where we may read how soon things have their end, though never so brave. And after they have shown their pride, like you, a while they glide into the grave. So, oh, I have forgotten that I am online. I'm sorry. I think I'm searching some poem so that I can recite for and I hope that I could recite another poem of love. Let me find. Uh, so poetry makes people so ecstatic, and it gives the chance people to enjoy the beauty of life. And in most of the cases, we have failed to really grasp the beauty of nature, the beauty of humanity, the beauty of human existence, the beauty of Mother Nature. And I think love is the thing that can makes people so spiritual and nourished. So I am reciting another poem by Christina Rossetti. The poem's name is I Wish I Could Remember That First Day. So I think now you understand how poems can express the real feeling of human life, and it can grasp the way we feel the reality of life, the way we could see the life very, very closely and meaningfully. So the poem is I Wish I Could Remember That First Day by Christina Rossetti. I wish I could remember that first day, first hour, first moment of your meeting me. I wish I could remember that first day, first hour, first moment of your meeting me. It brought or dim the season it might be, summer or winter for aught I can say. So unrecorded did it slip away. So blind was I to see and to foresee. So dull to mark the budding of my tree, that would not blossom yet for many a May. If only I could recollect it such. A day of days I let it come and go, as traceless as I thought of bygone snow. It seemed to mean so little, meant so much. If only now I could recall that touch. First touch of hand in hand, did one but know. Really, as a human being, we all try to recollect our first memory of love and the first meeting, maybe first touch, first dinner. Everything first is really, really meaningful when it comes to love and affair. And realistically, love is the thing that makes people so sober and so much aligned with the person they love. And with the person they really cherish in their dreams and the person they want to see. So let me find out a poem by William Wordsworth. I think I got some. Let me find a full one. No. Okay. I think I am reciting his poem, Daffodils. And the full name of the poem is, I wandered lonely as a cloud. Another name of the poem is Two Daffodils by William Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in a sprightly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon the inward eye, which is the blaze of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills, and dance with the daffodils. It's a really beautiful poem. I feel like singing it. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. I'm sorry, I'm not a singer. Let me find out a poem from Percy B.C. Shelley. Oh, I'm trying to find out some poems by Percy B.C. Shelley. Let me try again from another website. If I find one, I am trying to find the Ozymandias or Ozymandias. There is a famous poem of him. I don't know. Oh. Okay. Let me try from another website. Yes, Ozymandias. So this poem is dedicated to the little Maharaja, Mr. Rikho Devnarayan Rai Chaudhuri. If the democratic system of the country doesn't work, he would be a prince. So the poem is Ozymandias, written by Percy B.C. Shelley. I met a traveler from an antique land who said, "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things. The hand that mocked them, and the heart that fed, and on the pedestal these words appear: My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty and despair. Nothing beside remains round the decay of the colossal wreck. Boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away." It's a small story told by a little prince, not prince, kings of the kings, not your little prince. Okay. So I think I will finish it by reciting my favorite one. Stopping by oats on a snowy evening, by Robert Frost. So the final and last recitation, Stopping by Oats on a Snowy Evening, by Robert Frost. Hosers, these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his oats fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep. But you have promises to keep. Okay? And miles to go before I sleep. And miles to go before I sleep. Recover soon. I wish you good luck. And you will recover soon, okay? I am praying for you and I wish you good luck. You will recover soon. Okay. Thank you very much, my friends.